now I finished the second stage of the green area, and I will be going over it again, but I want to go over the whole canvas and do the same thing to each part. So now I'm going to go to the shadows in the sand and the distant mountains and lay that in a little bit better and just bring it up another step. I'm going to start up here on the distant hills. The sun is setting just below here, and it's causing more light to happen right in here, diffusing this somewhat. And I want to bring the edges back up into the sky with the trees here. A little bit of cadmium yellow medium. Actually, I have this mixture that I did save that I use for the sky that might help. It's the white and the cadmium yellow medium together. So you might as well use that. When I scrape something off my palette, I don't throw it out if it's a lot of paint. I call that my soup. And so I will use that again in another painting or on this painting. So this is where it comes in handy. I'll try to add a little bit of cadmium red to that too. See what we get. Kind of like these red edges that are showing through with the undertone of the canvas. Gives that glow of the sun going down. I'm laying this down lighter. It's a very soft touch. How much pressure you put on the brush can change things. How you hold the brush. All these techniques that when you watch other artists paint, watch how they hold their brushes and how they lay their strokes down. As we get further away from the sun, it'll start to get a little more into the purples and get darker. This is where the filbert brush comes in handy again for making suggestions of treetops. As the trees go out towards the edge of the canvas, always keep your edges softer here. You don't want a hard edge going out the end of your canvas, or your eye is going to go right out with it. So soften the edges of where the water touches and where the trees are. Okay, and I'm going to go down into the shadows in the sand and do this similar. I have this color on my palette that was soup. It was mixed from colors I had left over, and you can see that it is a beautiful purple color that might really work here for the shadows in the sand. Let's try it out. If it's too purple, we'll make it a little more gray. By adding white to it, it'll lighten it up, but it'll also cool it. So let's try a little bit of that and see. Try a little bit and see how I like it. Make that judgment. I do like keeping the shadows on the purple side since I have the yellow sky. The complements work beautifully together. I'm not going to make all the little footprints in the sand as it would be too busy. I'm just going to suggest a few footprints coming in when I do this pathway, as if somebody walked through some sand that had not been touched before. It takes working a little back and forth, and by that I mean working the shrubbery into the sand and then turn around working the sand back into the shrubbery. This is a little bit of a lighter area here I wanted to get in. Trying to give this a very pleasing, nice winding rhythm to it, as if they could walk here, walk over here, and then walk down there. Behind this tree here, I'm thinking some of these hills are continuing on, so I want to bring some of this purple color back up into that sky hole right there.